Did you like that clap? Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Frankie here, back after 3 months of no uploads. About that, basically the same thing that happened last year happened again. School started. During those 3 months, I have been very busy with quite a lot of things. Just to name a few, there's been the school play, there's been choir concerts, there's been youth convention, there's been, what else has there been? I got Invisalign, we got a new cat. Here he is. Say hi, Teddy. This is our new cat, Teddy. He's such a sweetheart. So yeah, that stuff on top of school. I've been very busy with myself, so YouTube has been something that I've been unable to do as much of lately. But with it being Thanksgiving break, I thought, what better time to start making some videos again? Because now I have plenty of time. And as the title of the video suggests, I got a new computer right here, as you can see in its full glory. And I'm just gonna note this right now. This probably isn't gonna change. I would fix that, but I'm lazy. I ain't gonna do that. I got this computer pretty much about like a week or two after I stopped uploading videos for the summer, and I took my little 3-month hiatus. Also, there isn't gonna be another Elevate vlog because, one, it's kind of a little late for that, and two, I really didn't get any footage for that, so yeah, it would have been like a 30-second video, and that's kind of short. I'm gonna be honest. I've had 3 months to mull over using this computer, along with everything else that I have it hooked up to gather my thoughts and opinions on it. Without further ado, let's get into this review. So, it might not look like I've made any videos during these 3 months, but in actuality, I've actually made a couple of videos in that time for various reasons. One of them is going to be a video that I'm going to upload pretty soon after this one, about Amplified's most recent Amped, titled Festival of Lights, and also I was commissioned to make the trailer for my school's annual fall play, which turned out very well in a lot of people's opinions. Everyone really enjoyed the trailer, which, yay. People like what I do. I probably should mention what this review is about. It's about the 2017 13-inch MacBook Pro. So, this isn't going to be just a review of this wondrous and, frankly, sexy-looking machine. It's also going to be partly a review of Final Cut Pro, which has been a tremendous help when it comes to making videos. With that intro out of the way, let's get into the actual meat of this review. So, one thing that really sets this new laptop apart from my old laptop, which was like a 2013 MacBook Air, is that, for one, it takes a lot more for this to heat up, and also it takes it a lot less time to cool down even when it does start heating up, which is awesome because these computers can get really loud when they start heating up. But also, this one doesn't heat up as loud as my MacBook Air did, which was awesome. And also, with my old laptop, the MacBook Air, I would frequently have to grab ice packs just to put under it so it would cool down when I'm like editing a video or maybe playing a video game or something like that, because it just could not handle those kinds of things. The MacBook Air was really not designed for such heavy duty like I was using it for. So the only real thing that heats this this computer up most of the time is either video chats or playing video games at like really high resolutions. But Apple has really never been known for running video games on their computers so well, so that's understandable for what you're getting in this thing. So with this new computer, one of the big things that I wanted in it was more storage, which compared to my last computer, it is pretty much double the amount of storage that it had on its SSD, which is basically in normal people speak, SSD stands for solid state drive, which basically is the onboard storage of the computer. But with Final Cut Pro, the video that I edit in the software doesn't even need to be stored natively on the computer. It can be stored in any of my like two 1 terabyte hard drives, which is awesome because that means I can work on, like, in theory, I can work on 3 projects at once without filling up my computer with like 50 gigabytes of just raw video, which is awesome. And that was one of the big problems when I was doing the Ecuador videos, because like I took a lot of video and like I trimmed it down so much. So for like the 5, how long were they? Actually, let me check. How long were those? So for each of those, like, let's just say 5-minute videos, there was about like 20-30 minutes of just raw footage behind it, which my little MacBook Air really was having struggles with that. And oftentimes there would just be portions of the video that would just disappear out of nowhere for whatever reason. I could never figure it out, but I haven't had that problem yet on this new computer, which is awesome. So going back to the whole heating up of the computer thing, a lot of the times when I was rendering videos on my old MacBook Air, that's when it would really start heating up. That's when the heat on it would start really rising to over 100 degrees. But with this new MacBook Pro, probably due to a combined effort of the increased CPU, also an actual dedicated GPU in this computer, and Final Cut Pro's optimization compared to iMovie, which, if you didn't know before, I basically solely used iMovie to edit my videos. The rendering process is a lot easier on the machine overall, because, at least from an outward perspective on it, because it does not heat up nearly as much, and the fans rarely turn on when I'm rendering videos, whether I'm rendering them directly onto the solid state drive or if I'm rendering them onto like a hard drive that I have in here. And also, just in general, Final Cut Pro has a lot more options for like spicing up the videos. Like, for instance, and I might do a example right here, but like I can turn the brightness of certain clips up and down a lot easier than I could in iMovie, and I can increase the saturation, I can do all sorts of other things, color correction, all that kind of stuff in post-production, when before I would have to mainly rely on the raw footage that I take in the moment to have that sort of effect. I would have to do that stuff live instead of post recording. So yeah, it's just a much better way of like making sure that the videos look as good as they can possibly be for the equipment that I have available to me, which is nice because of Final Cut Pro's very easy to use interface from my experience of it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for the video editing side of this 2017 13-inch MacBook Pro. But the everyday tasks on it are completely like seamless. Like, I can be pretty much, this machine handles everyday tasks like Google Docs, watching YouTube videos, and things of that nature very well. Like, honestly, even light videos on the go, it can handle it very well without having to be hooked up to like a charger or anything like that, which is awesome because I frequently bring this thing to school now. And also, I have this awesome looking case which disguises my computer as like a book, which is awesome. So it's less likely to be stolen if I just leave it around somewhere. But there are zippers on it, so that'll make people suspicious. And also, not to mention that I've literally told everyone that this isn't a book. This is a computer case. So yeah. So with this computer only having 2 Thunderbolt USB-C ports, I had to get the hyperdrive right here, which turns those 2 Thunderbolt USB-C ports into 2 Thunderbolt USB-C ports, 2 USB ports, 1 SD card slot, and 1 HDMI cable to hook up to any sort of monitor you want. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my review of the 2017 13-inch MacBook Pro. Honestly, in my experience, it has been a wonder to use and completely just user-friendly for the most part, especially after I updated its software, which before I was using the same software I was using on my MacBook Air, which I hadn't updated in a while. So before then, there were a few oddities on the computer, but after that I have not noticed any of them moving forward after that, so that was awesome. So yeah, in conclusion, I love using this machine for my daily tasks, doing homework on it, editing videos, and also, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that amped video will be coming out soon after this one. I promise you that. And more videos to come pretty soon after that. I also have something from the school play, which I am gonna have a wonder editing, because it is literally the cast asking questions of the person who wrote the play that we were putting on. So yeah, that'll be an awesome video and probably something you don't really see too often. So I think it'll be really cool to have on the channel. But anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the 2017 13-inch MacBook Pro, along with, I guess, Final Cut Pro as well, and also a plug for the hyperdrive, which is a must if you get any of these new MacBook computers. Even the new MacBook Air is using USB-C ports, so yeah, even if you're getting even the lowest end model of MacBooks, you're going to want the hyperdrive in your computer bag for your various needs. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment below telling me your thoughts on this video or anything else you might want me to do in the future, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.